Namaskar friends, I welcome all to Law for Layman series 2 part. Being a professional, I face a number of questions from various sources and I have compiled here few of the questions which are beneficial to all. Since everybody know taxes are vital source of revenue for any government used to fund range of public services and initiatives. It is imposed on various forms of the income sources. In case it is a direct tax, and in case it is a indirect tax part, then it is imposed on turnover, revenue, etc. Direct tax is a progressive form of taxes. Why it is progressive? Because it is imposed upon the person who is earning something. He is paying the taxes out of his own pocket, who is supposed to be well off. And indirect taxes, it is a form of regressive form. Why it is regressive? Because it is paid by the person who is consuming the goods. He is not on the face who is filing the returns and making the payment to the government. He may be well off, he may not be well off, because goods are purchased by everybody. He may be low range income, below poverty line. That's why it is called regressive tax. History. Taxes have the dates back to the ancient history, ancient time. It has evolved over centuries. However, in India, under British law, British rule, Indian tax system has underwent significant improvement. After independence, our own governments continued to develop and expand the tax base, introduce new taxes, reform old one. One of such improvement or the reformed tax is in the form of GST. GST, goods and service tax. It is an indirect tax form. It is introduced in 2017. It is a comprehensive, multi-stage and destination-based tax levied on every value addition in the supply chain. It replaced multiple indirect taxes such as VAT, excise, service tax, luxury tax, etc. It is collected by central government and then divided among the central government and the state governments. GST regime created a single market for goods and services, reducing cascading effect of multiple taxes. It has improved compliances, hence revenue of the government. For this, GST registration is made compulsory for the persons, for the businessman who has turnover exceeding a threshold limit. 20 lakhs in case of service industry, 40 lakhs in case of the manufacturing or the trading industry. Certain documents are required, such as, and information is required, such as the constitution of the organization, name, address of the owner, location address, PAN number, etc. After registration, periodic returns, periodic payment of the taxes is made compulsory upon the dealer, registered dealer. For this, government has certain freedom or say certain polite heart toward these small dealers to simplify and ease the compliances of the small taxpayers up to the turnover of 150 crore. A composition scheme has been launched. Under the scheme, dealer has to pay a flat rate of tax on his overall taxation, overall turnover, instead of others paying taxes on the different product in the different rates, which are determined by the GST Council. Who is GST Council? GST Council is a body, powerful body, responsible for making decisions related to designing and implementing the GST regime. It comprises Finance Minister of the country, Union Minister of the Revenue, Union Minister of State in charge of revenue, Finance Minister of all the states. It operates through consensus based decision making. Decisions are binding upon the center and the state government even. It ensures smooth implementation and functioning of the GST. There are many terms, important terms within the GST law. Few I will discuss here. E-invoicing. E-invoicing. All the business having turnover exceeding a threshold limit, which is at the moment it is 5 crore. Earlier it was at start at 2020 it was 500 crore. They have to generate e-invoicing. And another term, e-way bill. E-way bill is a document, important document required to be carried out by the person who is in charge of consignment, carrying the goods exceeding the value. Of course there is a value exceeding rupees 50,000 rupees. This e-way bill is mandated by under section 68 rule 138 of GST law. Of course there are some exemption as to the area covered, movement of up to below 20 kilometers. This e-way bill is generated on GST common portal. Another term, GST returns, very important term, because it contains details of taxable supplies, input credits, tax liability. This data is very important for the authorities who assess taxpayer, his compliances, his tax liability. There are 20 plus returns. Some are active, some are suspended, and few of them are view only returns. So many questions. Time is passing fast. I have a long list of the questions which I can discuss under this series, Law for Layman. Let's wait for next series. Thanks. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.